Trying to get set up here. Looks like it's going. What is happening here? Okay, here we go. There we are. Okay, let's move this around a bit. So we will be working on this section right here. First we'll light our candle. I got a new one yesterday. We went to Marshall's. So it's a Sand and Fog, white cranberry. I love cranberry candles. They are one of my favorite. Okay, so we have set our vibe. And I will start in just a minute. I will save the amount of subscribers until later. So we have that. And put that over there. Just trying to get organized here. I finished my pearl painting. I'm really impressed with it. I really like it a lot. And I will be showing that later on this week because I have something coming out on Wednesday, I believe it is, about it. So 19 is A. It's going to be hard to do. I lost my little magnifying glass. I'm not sure what I did with it. Super disappointed with that because it was helping so much. So I'm not sure where it is. I will have to look for a new one. This one is hard to see. Hello, hello, how are you doing? I'm just going to work on this a bit and then I'll be going over the challenge a little bit later. If you haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe and follow along. I am just enjoying the peace and quiet. I really enjoy doing the diamond painting. It really helps me just sit down and relax and focus, which is nice. Hello, hello everybody, say hi. How was your Monday? I hope everybody had a great day. I am just going to do this for a bit and then I will do the challenge. This is super hard to see because I don't have my little magnifying glass. Let's see. I'm not sure if I can get the glare a bit better here. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. My channel is all about slow living, living more intentionally, cutting back on things, unnecessary things. Not becoming a minimalist, but just, getting rid of things that we are never actually going to use. We save them for one day and one day never comes. So I went through my place and I'm going to do it again pretty soon actually. Probably in the fall, and go through it again and just get rid of things that I don't use. It makes me feel so much better when there's not clutter and all of that. I want my space to be nice and neat and not have clutter. Clutter can be really hard on your nervous system because when you're looking at it, sometimes we procrastinate and then we leave it, and it just starts into a cycle of feeling guilty and all of that. I'm sure everybody can identify with that and probably have done that at one time in your life. So, slow living came about. It wasn't something that I actually thought about. It was more something that sort of just happened. And then I put a name to it. I figured out what it was. Um, I've worked on my nervous system for years, well, on healing over the last couple of years, and am learning about nervous system stuff through that healing. So I am trying to be more intentional and get rid of all of the, all of the drama, toxicity, stress, all of that kind of stuff. And it's actually a lot easier than what you might think. I've had to cut a lot of people out of my life, unfortunately, but sometimes you need to do what's best for you and what's best for your mental health. And that was part of it. I was looking at all of my friendships. I had one friendship for over 50 years, and I had to cut this person out of my life. She didn't have my best interests at heart. Um, she was kind of controlling, and I don't know, she just really wasn't my idea of a great friend. So I had to cut her out of my life. I've had to cut a lot of people out of my life and really place solid boundaries. It's one of the biggest things in life. I was always a people pleaser, and I've had to get out of that. I've had to learn to please myself first. I have to come first in my life. My kids are all grown up, um, so it's just me and my dog. So I've had to learn how to put myself first after looking after everybody else. And it's hard at first. You really feel guilty and, am I doing this right? What is going on? People are mad at me because I'm not putting up with what I used to. People from your past who have treated you bad, they'll try to come back into your life, and you've got to just keep your boundaries solid and know your worth and not allow people to be doing that to you. Thank you so much for the like. I really appreciate it. If this resonates with you, make sure to subscribe. Um, so really, living life with intention is knowing your worth, knowing what you're going to put up with, knowing what you're not going to, and you have to, put your foot down and say, no, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not allowing you to walk on me. I'm not allowing this. I'm not allowing that. And that helps you to start living a better life when you take all of the focus off on everybody else and the energy and put it back onto yourself. You heal and you just start living a totally different life. If I look at myself today compared to 2 years ago, I don't even recognize myself. I was always very shy and doing what everybody else wanted to do, sort of a, well, not sort of a, I was always a follower. And now I am at the point where I lead in my life. And if you don't want to come with me on that journey, that's fine, because this is the way that my life is going to go. And nobody's telling me any different. I'm not irrational or, harming anybody at all with my boundaries. I'm just showing them that this is what I accept now and that I don't accept anymore. So if you want to come along on my journey, you need to treat me with respect and listen to my boundaries, because I'm not going to allow somebody else to come into my life and step on my boundaries anymore. There's no reason that you should. Hello, everybody. I see some people saying hi. How is everybody doing? I'm just talking about healing and slow living and how slow living can help with your healing journey. And, just talking to people about my own experiences that I've went through and what I've learned from it, and hope that other people can take something from that. I know when I was setting boundaries and stuff, it was hard to do it, and to know that people were going to be mad at me, they were going to be disappointed, they weren't going to like what I said or how I acted, or that I have to say no to them. Saying no is one of the most important things you can do, rather than always being that person who is agreeable and doing things even when you don't want to. People pleasing basically allows yourself to get walked on, is what it is. I mean, obviously we want to be nice, we want to be kind to people, but we don't have to overextend ourselves to the point that we're resenting or, having any sort of negative feelings about something. We shouldn't be saying, yes, I'll help you with that, but then in the back of your mind, you're just, a huge sigh and going, oh my gosh, I don't want to do this. We shouldn't be doing that. We should be taking our own selves seriously and just saying, no, sorry, I can't do that. I have other plans, or just say, I don't feel like doing it. Like, you have that right to do that. Everybody has the right to do that. I think taking our power back and being, self-aware and creating those boundaries that are going to benefit you, and making sure that nobody at all, nobody, not your family, not your spouse, not your children, not people at work, nobody at all should be stepping on your boundaries, ever. When somebody steps on your boundaries or tries to push them, that's just being disrespectful to you. A lot of people will push it off as, oh, I'm just joking. It's not a joke. This is my boundary, and this is what you need to respect, or you need to go. Like, I'm too old to be just putting up with this silly crap anymore. And in being more rigid in my boundaries and stuff, I've lived a totally different life over the last couple of years. My circle is really, really tiny. I only have a few people in it that, know about my life or know what's actually going on. And most of them are family, to be honest with you. And that's fine. I'm absolutely fine with it. I love to be by myself. I love to spend time with my own company. And that may seem strange to people, but when you get to the point where you have self-respect, you know your worth, that's how it is. You love to be in your own company because you start loving yourself. A lot of people don't like to be by themselves or spend time by themselves, and that's usually because they're running away from something, running away from their problems, or maybe they have bad behaviors and they don't want to face them, so they're just always busy, 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 so they don't have to think about it, they don't have to, face up and take accountability for things in their life. So I guess the basic message here is just, do you be yourself, know that you're enough, and those people that don't think you are enough don't deserve to be in your life. It's plain and simple as that. So with the diamond painting, I do this each day, and it helps me to sort of de-stress after the day. I work long hours. I work Monday to Thursday, and I have every Friday off as a flex. I work with my provincial government. I am in British Columbia, Canada, and sometimes it can be stressful, but it's just nice to have something to do after work and just enjoy my time, sit with my dog. I'll play with him as I'm doing diamond painting. This one here I just do here at the table. It's quite big actually, it's folded underneath. And then I'll do other projects when I'm sitting on the couch. So I usually play with the dog, play fetch with him, and do my diamond painting. And when he's finished playing, then he'll come up for cuddles for a bit. And then he gets tired and goes to sleep. Today he did okay, I guess I could say. He hurt his leg at the beginning of July. And he hasn't really been out for that many walks, just very short walks. So I took him out today, and he was like almost traumatized because he was out on a walk when he hurt his leg. So I guess he remembers that. So I think I'm going to have to just take him out more. He is a Pomchi. He is really cute. Unfortunately, with this going down like this, I cannot show him. He is over there in his toy box. So, how is everybody doing? What's everybody up to? Today was a holiday here. So we had today off. And I finished up my pearl painting that I was doing. I absolutely love pearl painting. It was the first one that I did. I do have a video coming up on Wednesday about it, and then after that airs, I will probably do a community post and show the finished project. It is really pretty. Diamond painting seems to be the only thing that I'm really interested in at the moment. At the beginning of the year, I tried all sorts of different crafts and nothing stuck. And this finally has. I'm not sure if I have ADHD or what it is, but it's hard to start something and continue with it. Like I could sit down tonight and do something, and then tomorrow it's just hard to pick it back up and be interested in it to the level that I was when I was doing it. Bruce, come on. That's enough, please. Thank you. He's getting into mischief over there. So, this I think because I do the lives with it every day, or most every day, I am much more consistent with it, and I really enjoy it. It is great for relaxing, and I really enjoy watching things come together. And, you know, for you to see the progress, I really enjoy that kind of thing, that you can see things, the progress each day. I also have a video I did today, and it's about it was actually my first order I've ever ordered off an actual diamond painting site. So I got some off of diamondart.ca. So if you want to look at that, it was my last video, and I'm trying to figure out which one of those to start. So if you like to vote on things, that would be great if you took a look at that and let me know which one you think I should start. If it should be the cat or the peacock or the butterfly or the wolf. This is really hard to see. I will be really happy when there's some color to it. This is quite dark, and I love the blingy stuff and the really, colorful sparkles and all. So, yeah, so if you are interested in slow living, learning about it, maybe you already are practicing it, make sure to subscribe. If you do crafts, you're more than welcome to come by and chat. Do your craft. It doesn't matter what kind of craft you do. I know that a lot of other crafts are really super relaxing as well. Now I get it why my grandma sat and crocheted so much when she was with us, because that was her relaxing time. Hello, hello. I see people on. I'm going to see if my glasses will work here. Awfully dusty. Hopefully they work. How is everybody doing today? It is Monday. I am super happy that I get Fridays off, so I just have Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And then the next 2 weeks I get off for my annual leave. And I am super happy about that. I have some stuff around here I want to do. I want to go through stuff again, and I have a couple of art kits I want to take out and try them. And then I want to organize all of my craft stuff. I have one of those L-shaped couches, and the L part that lifts up, and there's storage in there. So I'm going to use that strictly for crafts. It's kind of funny, every time I open that up, my dog Bruce, he comes running over and looks in there like, oh my gosh, what's in there? He's super interested in it. I felt kind of sad for him today when we were out walking, because he was quite stressed. But we did sit there for a bit and just let him sit and understand that He was fine. There was nobody around us. Nothing was going to hurt him. I think that exposing him for little bits like that will help. That is what the vet was saying, and I've talked to other people who do dog training. So I am really glad that I started diamond painting again. I think why I did it was I stopped being online as much, and when I came back I wanted something to do. I wanted to have a YouTube channel for years, and I sort of wanted something that was sort of like healing, but like when you're coming out the other side, sort of, because that's where I feel that I am. And I want to give others that are on a healing journey, I want to give them some hope that it is possible to get through it. I remember in the beginning when I left my last relationship, how hard it was in the beginning, and that feeling of, oh my gosh, is this it? Is this horrible, deep sadness and pain in my heart going to be forever? And I kept thinking to myself, no, in a year from now, just keep thinking in a year from now, it's going to be okay. It's going to be totally different. I'm not going to feel like this. So I would allow myself to, mourn the relationship and grieve and cry and all of that. But I wouldn't do it all of the time. I would force myself to start to look at things. And one thing was, why do I keep picking the same people over and over and over again? Not the same person, but the same type of people. So I really had to dig deep, and I had to, take accountability and understand that these people did treat me bad, but I allowed them to treat me bad. So it's not all on them. I had to take that accountability. Once I took the accountability, the healing started. Like, it just came tumbling in, and it was hard, but it was sure worth it. So if anybody is new into a fresh breakup or hurting from a loss of a relationship, just know that it does get better. Tomorrow actually is 2 years not since I moved out. I had to stay there for almost a month, which wasn't very comfortable. But it was 2 years that I made that decision that this is it. I'm going to move out. I'm going to live on my own. And it was really super scary. I'm not going to lie. It was super scary for me because I hadn't lived on my own for like 40 years. I had kids, or I was with my husband, or in this relationship, in that relationship. It was hard, but it gets easier over time. It really does. And it's so worth it to choose yourself, to walk away, and to only accept those things in life that are good for you. So, I don't know. What time are we at now? Not even 7 o'clock yet. Thank you so much for the likes. I appreciate those. It has been pretty warm here. Yesterday, actually, it was kind of dull and then kind of muggy, but kind of cold. And then all of a sudden, it started just pouring out when we were coming home. We went shopping for a bit just to look around, and I got some things for some self-care. I really like self-care and looking after myself. So I got that candle, I got a foot file, I got a 3-pack of the exfoliating shower gloves, and what else did I get? Oh, a plant. I did a short about that. Oh boy, this is hard to see, even with glasses on. It'll be kind of nice to go back to work tomorrow after a 4-day weekend. This week will go super fast, and then I'll have my holidays. I'm looking so forward to it. Pretty excited. Okay, so if I was going to start a different section, because this one's really hard, I need another magnifying glass for that. I even have my glasses on and still can't see them. So I think I will do that. And put that right there. Okay, so we have some dots. Those are pretty easy to see. Those would be 20. One blue one in there, I'm not sure where it came from. Okay, so 20 is right there. Okay, let's see if we can use the multi-placer. Hopefully it works. Oops. Oh, that didn't work out as planned. So some things I'm going to do on my holidays is appointments. Getting medical stuff done. And I'm sure we'll do some day trips, my daughter and I. And I'm sure we'll go to the beach and find other things to do. It's hard to believe that fall is going to be here before we know it. Kind of funny how we can't wait for fall when it's summer, but then when winter we can't wait for spring, and when it's spring we can't wait for summer. I have really enjoyed this summer so far. I've done a lot of things. And I feel like I'm just getting into the groove of what's supposed to be happening in my life. Just trying to figure out life. Yep. Okay, what's this? I'm not wanting to sit there. They don't like lock together, but they are supposed to be like right up flush to each other. So I'm going to sort of go like that. Push them down like that. In. You have to be careful doing that because see that just happens? They will pop out. So you can't do it really hard. You have to do it quite gentle. This is my first square one, so it's going to take a lot of practice, I think. And I'm not sure why, but this canvas doesn't feel really sticky. Like it is sticky, but it's not as sticky as some of them. I will wait a bit more and then I will talk about the challenge, show where we're at on the picture. When I started today, we had no new subscribers for tomorrow, or for today, which if we don't have any, then we will not have any progress on our picture, which is fine. I don't mind coming on and doing this. I'm not doing a really fantastic job on this right now. I usually let it sit a bit, and then I will come back maybe tomorrow, later tonight or tomorrow, and I will use this thing and get it all squared up. I have some Mod Podge Diamond Dart sealer. I need to get, I guess, a brush or a sponge. I'm not sure how to do it. And what I think I'm going to do is like fix this section right here, and I'll fix it so it's nice, and then I'll probably go like from here to maybe here and glue this whole part here. Let that sit, let it dry, and then keep doing that every day. Okay, we have one that is on my hand. And it looks like it's that color. Boy, oh boy. Okay, doesn't want to pick it up. That is fine and dandy. See, there's no way that I should be able to go like that and they get stuck to my hand. They should be on there. Actually, what I will do is, this is a roller. I see where I'm sticking it. Sticking it right there. So this is the pen tip that we do single ones with. Then this one, you can do 3 at once. It's called the multi-placer. You just screw out. And then that's the roller. You just screw it in. And just go like that. Before rolling, you want to go like this and feel if there's any that are not in properly. If you look on here, there's a flat side and the round side. When you're picking it up, you want to go on the round side. If you go on the flat side and you don't see that it's the flat side, this one's flat, and you stick it like that. See, this one's sort of stuck there. This one's just going to flop all over. Sometimes you put them in though and they are on the wrong side, and that's what you're trying to find, are those. Plus, when you're doing it, sometimes they fall off of here. It might catch more than one and it'll fall off onto here, so you want to get all of the extras off of there as well. And make sure it's all nice and neat and lined up. I'm surprised that adds quite a bit of weight. So at 7:30, I will bring the other one out and show you. As I said, I had a unboxing video. If you like voting on things, I know some people do, please go and vote. It is the, what should I start first or something? What do you think I should start first? Something like that, can't really remember. Let me know what you think. Should I do the cat holder? Should I do the cat notebook? Should I do the butterfly notebook? Should I do the wolf notebook? Or should I do the peacock notebook? Make sure to comment on that post. Let me know which one you think I should start. And whichever one gets the most votes, if anybody votes, I will start on that one. So I just had this idea to come on and just have like a craft and chat, just to get to know people, talk to people. I've met some really amazing people, and just built a community of people that like to live slow, or maybe they're interested in slow living and don't know anything about it, want to learn about it. Maybe they do crafts, hobbies, cooking, baking, that kind of stuff. Speaking of baking or cooking, I made pork chops with cream of mushroom soup. So yummy. They were so good. They had some really thick pork chops at Costco. I've gotten a couple times. You get like about 10 of them for a really good price. So I like to have them different ways. Maybe like shake and bake pork chops, or I got some apples. I want to make some applesauce. This release paper does not want to stay on there. I try to use these on here because I don't like the sound of that. It's kind of annoying. This is actually kind of nice working on a different color. It's not so dark. When you get into the color blocking of really dark stuff, I don't like that much. I do it, but I prefer brighter colors. This one is of a sunset over the water, and this here are the rocks. So you can see a rock there, there's a rock there, one there, right there, and then the sun sets up here in the water. This is the biggest one I've ever done, and my first square one. So that should be kind of interesting. I will likely take breaks from it and have other projects that I'm doing. And just do this over time. I think I finally figured out my posting strategy and what I'm doing. It's really hard to make a YouTube channel. There's a lot more work into it than what people think. You just don't turn on your camera and come live and that's it. There's a lot more to it, behind the scenes. And there's certainly a huge learning curve, which is fine. I like to learn. I have just decided that I am going to just do my best and have a routine and try to stick to it consistently. You know, there are days that I won't be able to do things if I'm busy, I really love the summertime and going out and doing things. In the winter, I'm a real homebody. I don't mind going and doing things, but that part's coming along. Say hello when you come on. Let us know you're here. Just over 10 minutes and I'll bring the other diamond painting out and give you an update. Okay, what's happening here? I think my glasses actually make it worse. Oh boy, that one's stubborn. It doesn't want to come off of the diamond paintings. Down to 10 minutes now. Whoop. Helps if there's one on the pan. We had like a little windstorm here the other day. I had to bring in my patio furniture. Plants were all blown away. It was terrible. Got all back to normal last night. Didn't put the table back, but table and chairs are still in. But got the plants all organized again and watered. Of course, Brew the dog was helping. He absolutely loves to run back and forth with me to get the water and to go out and water the plants. He's my little helper. Okay, I wonder if I could straighten some of those out. We are going to try. So we're going to go like that. What's happening here? It's kind of weird because it's sticky but not quite sticky enough. And the slide all over. I hope some people come on and hear about our update for the day. If you have any topics you would like to be discussed, let me know. I'm always wondering about different topics. When I don't have a topic, I just sort of wing it and hear about whatever. Okay, there's one missing right there. There we are. We got about 7 minutes left, and then I will get the mini gem. Our August mini gem that I got from Forever Young. I have a set of 12, so I'll be bringing out that August one and updating in probably 6 minutes from now. I'll do it at 7:30. So far we have 308 drills on it out of 2,542, and my goal is to have it completed by the end of the month. I'm hoping, but who knows? We will find out. This is over there. I think he's kind of mad because I have it focused down so you can see what I'm actually doing. It used to come up when I had it sideways, but you couldn't really see what I was working on. I kind of like it better this way. It's a little bit more interesting. You can watch me placing them and watch the progress. I think tonight I will read a bit in my book. I've been neglecting my book because I've been doing so much diamond painting, but I really want to have an evening where I'm just very low energy, something that helps relax, and reading gets me into the mood of going to sleep. And I'd really like to have a good sleep tonight before work. Last week I had one day that it was a really bad sleep. It must have been, I think I got to sleep about 2 and I was up at like 5:30. So it was a struggle that day, I tell you. I've always been the person that needs my sleep, so when I'm struggling with lack of sleep, it's not that I'm grumpy, it's just that I have very low energy. I've done my exercises for the day, so that is nice. Okay, what is happening right here? Okay, so I think it just looks like that because there's none beside it. These little holes. That's great things going on. 30 more minutes. Almost there. How many do you think is going to go on? It's 20 for each sub. And how I count that is from 12 a.m. to 11:59 p.m. So in that 24-hour window, all of the subs from that day count, and I do the drills the next day. here we are, 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes. There we go. Okay, I wonder if I can do that one with multiplacer. Let's check it out. Okay, here we are, 1 more minute, and then we're going to be doing it. 1 more minute. Okay, boys. A little bit too far over. There we go. Oops. Okay. Let's have about 30 seconds. Pretty quick, pretty quick. Okay, so here we go. Here is our picture. We've got the 308. What I did out of the 2,542. So what I did on the first day, I placed 288. That was 1 drill per sub that I already had. And then yesterday we had 1 sub, so I put 20 on for that 1 sub. I obviously couldn't have done 20 for the 288 subs because this would have been finished. So for today, we had no subs yesterday, so we're not putting any on. We will be doing this on there, and we're still 308 out of 2,542. And that's absolutely okay because I can just continue doing this and it's fine. This is just a little thing that I thought I would do to maybe build up a community, do something a little bit different. I got the idea from Matt and Franny. They have a channel and they were doing every day one drill per sub, and they were doing it on their garage wall. So I'm not sure if they're continuing to do that. I haven't seen them do it in a bit, so I don't know what they're doing there. But I liked the idea. I thought it was kind of cute and just a way, if people like to watch progress, that they would see that going each day that there are subs. And on the days there aren't subs, we'll just do this. So that is cool. There we are. There, it's so much easier when you place them, and if they're crooked, just to use this. And when I'm doing it, when I'm over here, I'm sort of getting it flush with the line, or getting this one flush with the line, and then working my way in. So like when I was down here, I would be going like this to get them all in the squares. So see that one there, I will just go like that. like that, like that. Now it is perfect. It's pretty easy. Um, I do believe sometimes you get these little random ends of them. See, it's just a little tiny thing. That's fine, I just throw them away. I do have another painting coming in, and it's a square, and it's from a different diamond painting company. This one is not from one of the specific, like the specialty diamond painting companies. That's what I'll call them because that's what they do. This one here was off of Amazon, and the glue just doesn't seem to be sticking. Like, it is sticky, as you can hear, but it just doesn't feel the same as what the other ones. So I'm hoping that my next square one I get is a bit stickier than this, because it is from a quality place. And hopefully it's a little bit easier than this. I don't want to give up on this one, but it's going to take a long time. I know that already, which is fine. It will most likely, honestly, go into, will for sure go into fall, possibly even winter. Just depends. I think my best bet would be to seal it each day or every second day and get little sections sealed, like all nice and straight, sealed, and then they won't move. It'll be so much easier. It would be just trying to do it like, I don't know, maybe from here to here, and just little sections. And then as I go up here, then do, another little section. I really feel that that would be good to do. Now I just need to figure out how to put it on. There was brushes you could use, which I am a little bit hesitant to use a brush because these do, see how easy they move? They shouldn't move that easy. So I'm wondering, another suggestion was a sponge. So if you're just sponging it down, and that might work a bit better. Something that I forgot was I have the light there, the light board. I forgot all about that. I'm using it because I usually use it during the evening time when I'm doing stuff on the couch there. But I forgot about it this time. Okay. Trying to hold out until 8, but my back is getting a little bit sore here, so I'm not sure. I did come on early. I'm not sure how long I've been on now. I don't know. I think I'll just do this one and this one right there. And then that should be it for today. Gotten the results and everything was cool. So this is 20. We're going to put that back in there. And I'm going to take this little guy out in a bit. There we are. Okay, so thank you so much for stopping in. I really appreciate it. Put that down. And put that here. And we'll snuff this out. There we go. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.